Well, hello, Disney Connections and fellow Disney freaks. It's Taco Tuesday.
Again.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? This happens once a week.
It does. Tuesday comes every week.
And it comes really quickly.
It does.
It just feels like it was just 7 days ago. It was Taco Tuesday.
Okay.
So,
he's at a loss for words. The episode was that crazy. The cat is going to tear down the studio.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. So, I wanted to throw a disclaimer out there that we are going to have some spoilers. So, if you have not yet finished the Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 6, the finale, you can stick around for just a little bit. It's going to be fun for probably about half the show, and then we're going to get into some spoilers.
And then it won't be fun anymore.
And then we're not having any fun. Okay, well.
We just got a message that they're having trouble streaming to Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, you better get on over to YouTube.
Get on over to YouTube.
Because Facebook's having issues.
Yeah. Well. So in anticipation for the finale, we talked to a few of our YouTube friends that have been coming on and talking Marvel, talking, comics and canon and all the fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have invited them all back. We've got an outstanding cast of people tonight that are going to bring all the expertise and tell me everything that I don't know, because I don't know everything.
You don't?
I know most.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it right here out of his mouth. He doesn't know everything.
Yeah, that's true.
The one and only time you're going to ever hear him say that.
All right, let's let these peoples in and introduce them to you. We've got Leslie through the looking glass. Welcome back, Leslie.
Thanks for having me again.
Oh, you are so welcome. It is a blast to hang out with you. I know that it's past your bedtime and you come every Tuesday to hang out with us anyway. So thank you so much. And we've got Lauren from Castles, Capes, and Clones. Lauren was not able to be with us last week because he was at A Touch of Disney, but he's back this week. Welcome back, Lauren.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And can I just say something?
No.
You guys have the best live shows.
Oh,
You really do.
Thank you so much.
I watch a bunch of them, and I tell you, I just get a kick out of your show.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank
you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, I got an opportunity to come on to your live show. I think that was Friday night. We were outdoor dashing. And so as she was going in and out and delivering food, I had you up on my phone holder. Yeah. So it was awfully fun. Yeah.
Notice how I'm the one that has to get in and out of the car. He's the driver.
The one that wants to DoorDash. Hey, I am the best wheelman out there in DoorDash.
We do get places super fast.
Yeah. Then also I want to welcome back to the show Johnnie Ballard with some good audio tonight. I think we're solid tonight, Johnny. How's things going there in the car?
It's going pretty good.
Okay, we still might be a little delayed. You know what? I think it's the 503. Honestly, it's the 503. It's a little delayed there, probably because there's still riding going on or something.
It's the P-Town delay.
And I think I've given Mertz, give me a little thumbs up if you're ready to go. I don't want to pressure you. Okay, I don't want you to feel like I'm rushing you. All right, here we go. And let's welcome back to the channel Disney Mertz and husband Eric. Welcome back. Eric is really the expert here, and we're just gonna put up with Nick tonight.
Nick, people are so mean to you. How do you deal with that?
I just pretend like I'm a victim, and then behind the scenes I go off on them.
You mean like you leave knife emojis in their Instagram?
Oh yeah. All the threats.
Oh my gosh.
Words to be here because we have a very similar opinion that I just found out on stories today with Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Oh, so we've got some opinions that are similar, the same. I love it.
Oh wait, is it that Winter Soldier is hot?
Absolutely.
That's all we need to know.
I mean, Yeah, I'm in that boat.
Yep.
All right.
Rob's at a loss for words again.
I know.
Like,
Well,
what's going on?
hey,
Do you have
know
your
what?
notes?
I have some notes, y'all. She doesn't even know.
PTL.
She has not seen these notes yet. Okay. So we're going to get started. But I do want to welcome into the show and into the chat, Courtney Temple. That text messaging, that chatting is very easy for you. You've got a lot in there.
She's already commented like 40 times and we just started.
I got my mom in the house, Carol Watkins. Welcome in. Disney Dynamics. Hello, Disney Dynamics. Welcome in. David Felton. Welcome back. Christina Wynn. Welcome. Hello. Glad to have you. And I did say that right. I'm pretty sure. Katrina's in the house. And back to the show. And Disney Mertz is here. He is so multi-talented. So awesome.
Courtney
Welcome, everybody.
said she likes to keep the chat moving.
Yeah. We got to keep the chat moving. Make sure we're pushing that thumbs up button and sharing this out with your friends because we got lots to talk about. So we're going to get right into it.
Does the camera have to be right there?
Right where?
Because I can't see Nick and Eric, like, because the camera is right in my way. And so then I'm going to be constantly doing this.
Okay.
And people are going to be like, why is she doing that?
Slow your roll.
There they are. Okay.
Okay. So just made a little change. It's fine. It's good. Actually, I can see the chat just a little bit better.
See?
All right. So we're going to start off tonight without spoilers. Okay. I have some questions and I want to just kind of go around the table here and just get your ideas on this. The first question is, and I think we'll start with Leslie because Leslie's in the center top. And then we'll go to Lauren, then Mertz, then Johnny, and then we might switch it up. But which character in the MCU do you most associate with or connect with?
Oh, that's a really good one.
These are the kinds of questions you have to give them beforehand, Rob, because it takes a while to think about this kind of thing.
Well, that's, you know what?
Are you new here?
The first one is going to be rough. And then as we get through, they've got more time to think. Look,
Okay.
Lauren is like in thinking mode.
I know. I
Yeah.
I thinking cap on. But you're thinking
like you, I'm totally Thor, like
Thor.
I'm drunk Thor, not like normal Thor.
I think you took his.
That's me. Yeah, for sure. Lauren, what'd you come up with?
You know, I think it's Captain America. He's the ultimate Hufflepuff. And I just
knew
think
you were a Hufflepuff.
and I just think that he's great. I think that he's so he has a level of loyalty that I really appreciate. And so I often try to be that loyal as well.
Awesome.
Well,
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Which one's going to go? Nick or Eric? Both. You both get to go. Who's going first?
Nicholas.
I would say Black Widow. I would say Black Widow only because I feel like she's really she's smart, she's witty, she always has something to say, she can manipulate and kind of get what she wants when she needs it. I would say Black Widow.
Okay. Good.
And she's but she's also very helpful, like you are.
Yeah, and she's super hot. So
I can't wait. What is it's coming out June 6th, I think? June 6th?
No, July.
Yeah. Oh, July.
It's in July, yeah.
All right. Well, it's only been pushed back. Eric, what about you?
I would say Spider-Man. I think he's just really cool. I think he's resourceful. He's fast. He's quick-witted, just like me. And he's really cute, just like me.
All right. Which one?
That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe the first one, Tobey Maguire.
Okay. Yeah, you know, I've heard a lot of people bash that series of Spider-Man, but I actually really liked it. I thought that storyline worked really well.
Yeah.
The
third movie was kind of wonky, but the first two were amazing.
Right. No, I totally agree there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it looks like we lost Johnny, so hopefully Johnny comes back. we're going to go ahead and start on the next round. And I'm going to start with Lauren. We'll go Lauren, Mertz, and Leslie. Well, actually, what
I
superhero?
wasn't even.
You know what? I didn't let
Shoot,
you
I wasn't
go.
even thinking about it during all that. Can I be? She's not really a superhero, but can I be Lois Lane?
Okay.
Like, I feel like
There's got to be a why there.
because I like bring you back to reality.
So basically what she's telling me is I'm Superman, but that's DC.
Oh, I'm in
Yeah.
the wrong. I'm in the wrong.
You're in the wrong
group.
universe.
I was letting her go with it. I really was.
Okay, come back to me.
Okay. So, Johnny's back in the house. I want to get Johnny. Johnny.
Look, but everybody was in agreement with me that I was like Lois Lane, right? Everybody's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that totally works. Mm-hmm. So now I got to think of someone in. Can you give me a list?
Well, just describe.
You would be like Pepper Potts.
Yeah.
Pepper Potts is the Lois Lane of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That is
I'll
true.
go with, and she's
That
hot
is
too.
true.
So there
And-
we go.
And that means I'm Iron Man.
There
No,
you go.
there's no connection between who I think I am.
I'll take any of them. That's fine. Johnny, what about you? I see that you're back and ready to rock and roll. Do you hear me, Johnny? Okay, Johnny, so we're going to keep this rolling. Here's, I got it. I have it. I got it.
Oregon.
Okay, I got it. I'm going to have you call in, Johnny.
Okay.
Give me a call. Ring me in on my phone.
What phone?
I
Your
think
cell phone?
My cell phone.
Don't yell out your
Yeah.
number.
I'm not. He should have it.
Okay.
So if you want to ring in, I'll bring you in. I've got that capability. Okay. All right. Here we go. Next question.
Wait, did we all go?
Yeah, we all went.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the next question. I'm starting with Lauren.
But I didn't
If-
get to say an MCU person.
Oh, we picked Pepper Potts for you.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
Thank you so much, Lauren, for keeping the show rolling. Lauren, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Oh, I know. I've thought of this very well, and it's the power of intangibility, like to move through objects and things like that, because that would make me fairly powerful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
like that.
Mhm.
What do you think, Leslie?
Oh man, that's a really tough one. Oh, I have no idea.
I think Nick knows. Look at his face. He's like, I know.
Nick's already got it.
Circle back. I'll think for a minute.
Okay, Nick, we're gonna circle back over there. We're gonna circle back to this. Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay.
So mine would be reading people's thoughts. So I could basically, I wouldn't have to be like on the front line. So that's not my jam. But I could like be resourceful because I could go up to people and know their inner thoughts, what they're thinking, if they have ill will, bad intent. And I could just relay that to all the other Avengers and be like, you're welcome. So reading people's thoughts.
Okay.
I hope no one ever has that power. Like
Right, that's why I want it.
I don't know that you would use it for good.
No, not at all.
No.
No.
Eric, what about yourself?
That's funny. Mine would be actually mind control. I'd probably be a supervillain. I've always wanted that power. If I could have one, I can just make people do whatever I want and get away with everything and make people go crazy and whatever. That'd be pretty awesome.
So like Wanda.
Yeah, but I'd be
Yeah.
a bad guy probably.
Okay. Well, hey, the jury's still out on that. We're not quite sure where she's going to go.
That's true.
Yeah. So, yeah, good and bad. Leslie, coming back to you. What do you think?
I got it. I want to be like, I can't think of her name from Guardians of the Galaxy, though, the little bug where she can manipulate emotion.
Oh yeah, Mantis.
Ooh, the mantis. Yeah. Okay.
Except I do it to myself, too.
That'd be awesome.
That really matches your channel, I think.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. Yeah. Keep things in the right mindset. Johnnie Ballard, it looks like you're back and you're moving, so you're not frozen. What power would you want? What superpower?
Okay.
Does it have to be? If still frozen?
Well, you're kind of breaking up.
Am I-
I'm thinking you
Yes,
might
yes,
want to
yes.
just give me a call. You got my number?
Okay, you text him.
Okay, I'm gonna.
We're gonna.
Okay.
Okay, he
Text
heard
it to you real quick.
Okay.
His superpower would be good connection.
Right. Yeah. So does this superpower need to be from the MCU or can it be anything?
No.
I
This
feel
was
like-
this was any superpower, like anything.
So ever since we took that ethics class at Oregon State,
Ooh,
I've always, what is that called?
the ring of Gyges.
The ring of Gyges,
Mm-hmm.
where you put on the ring and you're invisible.
Yep.
And so when you're, it's almost like not Game of Thrones,
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings,
Right.
where you put it, when he puts on the ring and he's invisible. It's kind of like that.
Yep.
But the question that is posed is, what would you do with it if you had the power of invisibility? What would you do with it? And it was like a discussion, Socratic circle type thing we had to do
Right.
for that class that you failed.
I did. She really hated me.
She didn't like him
Yeah,
at all.
Not at all. I mean, I went to office hours and everything, y'all, and she still failed me.
Yeah,
with like
she
a
didn't
40.
like you.
Johnny, how's the connection in? I want to test this audio and make sure we're not blaring out. All right. Can everybody hear Johnny on the stream? Give me a thumbs up or just give me a yes in the stream. I think, yeah, I can hear you, Johnny.
We can't hear. I can't hear him.
I don't think I can't feed it back to y'all.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't think I'm gonna be able to do. But I think he should be coming in. I'm
For
just waiting for one person to give me a thumbs up. That would
Oh,
we can't hear.
a
No
thumbs
hearing.
down.
Thumbs down.
You got a
Okay.
thumbs down. Not hearing him.
Oh, you know what?
Is he muted?
No, we're not connected. Why? I just did this, y'all.
See, and
Thank
y'all
you.
were rushing me, and
Right.
you're ready yourself. Thank you.
Okay.
I know.
You know what? I figured it out. Johnny, what's going on?
Yeah.
There, he's in the stream now.
Oh,
All right. If somebody wants to let me know if that's too loud, I'm kind of just guessing here.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. I
that's a
can
good
hear
volume.
you, Johnny.
All right. Awesome. Sorry about that. Technical stuff out here in Portland, I guess.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. Portland is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So, Courtney, I'm not exactly sure what that
Emoji
is,
I
but
don't know.
It's
let's just go.
celebrating. It's a yay.
Yay! Okay, we got Johnny. Johnny, which character in the
It
MCU?
looks
We're
like
going
a
back to that
pizza.
question for you.
Which character? Oh my God, that's pretty hard. If I had to say a cool, I would probably have to say Black Panther.
Oh, he's going with Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther, yeah. It's not because he's black. He's just cool.
That's funny because I would like to be Black Panther too. So
Yeah. He's wise. He's rich. You know, he has. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
a king. He's strong. He's cunning.
he's humble.
He's humble.
Yep.
Yes. Love him. Absolutely love him.
I love it. I love it. All right. Let's move on. Let's see.
Did I go?
What superpower did you want?
Oh yeah, we talked about it.
Okay.
But I didn't get to finish. I was talking about how I wouldn't use it for bad.
Oh, right. The Ring of Gyges.
But I would use it kind of like Nick's power, where he wants to know what's in people's minds. I would go and just be able to see what's happening behind closed doors,
Right. Okay.
like
Don't mind
meetings
the-
and
don't mind
stuff.
the ears. I wanna
Nothing
be-
inappropriate. Like I would go into like meetings and because I like to know things. You know, I like to
Yeah.
be in the know. I'm
She
kind
loves
of
to be in the know.
if I don't know things, I get
Come on, put
frustrated
his phone
and
number on the
upset.
thing.
If there is drama going on at work, she knows about it. And she doesn't want to be in the drama, but
I want to know about
Yeah.
the drama. I don't want to be in the drama.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I just want to make sure I'm not part of the drama.
You don't want to be part of the drama.
Okay,
Okay.
carry
All
on.
right, moving on. So, Johnny, since she went ahead and went there, I'm going to come back to you and ask, what superpower would you want?
What superpower?
Any superpower.
That's hard. Any superpower.
It could be
Man, that's hard.
It could be MCU. It could be DC. It could be one that you make up. It could be, the Ring of Gyges.
Think fast. Eric's getting bored.
Eric's getting bored.
Okay,
Eric's about to leave.
All right, Jedi. Jedi.
Okay. Ooh.
What did you say?
He said the Jedi power.
Oh.
I like that. Yeah.
See, we don't have to stay in the MCU.
Still Disney.
Lois Lane, Jedi power.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm moving on. You and Mertz, you all get to go first. So, who could you do without in the MCU, and why? Like, if you could get rid of any character that we've seen in the last almost 20 years.
I need a
who's the guy who's like Iron Man but not Iron Man but has the same suit?
Warhammer.
War Machine.
War Machine, yeah.
What?
Whatever his last name is.
Him.
Okay.
You don't like him?
No. No, it's not that I don't like him. It's like a replica of something that's kind of already out there. It's so similar, the concept. So it's like, I think if any of the characters had like another like person that was with them that was so similar, I would do the same thing. Just the first thing that popped in my head was he's so like something that's already out there, so that's why I picked him.
Okay. All right, Eric, what do you think?
That makes sense. That's hard. I don't know. Just someone like he said it because he's kind of redundant. Like, doesn't need to be a duplicate of him. But I don't know. Like a character that doesn't need to be in it because he has no purpose, or because he's bad and no one likes him.
Maybe we're as annoying.
Ooh. See, that's where the why comes in. I tell my students a lot that, I'm not looking for a right answer. I'm looking for your right answer. I want you to be able to explain it. If you can explain it, I might give you the points. So,
let's see.
No, mind you, I did just see the Oscars, and he killed it in the suit department. So
why didn't we watch the Oscars?
Love him. I just didn't like. I don't like that. And plus, it's quick. So if I had longer to think about it, I might change my mind. But that's the first thing I thought of.
right. Well, was it? Oh no, that was the other guy. Never mind. Okay, Eric, back to you.
I'll just say Red Skull. He didn't have much of an impact in the whole series, and if he's gone, that'd be fine.
Okay. Yeah. No, I see that for sure.
The bad guy and
In Captain America.
yeah,
Captain America.
Yeah.
So yeah, we only see him in Captain America. We only see Red Skull for that last little bit, and then he disappears until Infinity War.
Yeah, really random.
Yeah.
They could have fleshed him out better, maybe.
But he might be back. I've heard rumors. Lauren, what do you think?
Probably Yellow Jacket from Ant-Man, the villain. Because like Eric said with Red Skull, he just kind of was there, and he was a little too mustache twirling villain, less interesting than most.
Okay. All right. Leslie?
I have no.
You're keeping them all.
I mean, I could get rid of a lot based on my personal preference, but then it compromises a lot about the stories. So, like, I really hate Captain America. Don't come for me. I know people love Captain. I feel like he's so boring.
Leslie, we're breaking up. Leslie, you're going digital.
Wow. She just like.
Oh, look at the hate coming in on the comments.
Because the story is way too important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first movie, I could have slept through it.
Wow.
Don't hold back.
Why don't you just take a knife and stab me?
I don't know if you heard that, Johnny, but Leslie's getting rid of Cap.
What?
Yeah, he said what?
Wow.
Getting rid of
We're
Cap.
learning all kinds of new things about Leslie tonight.
Man, and I've invited her to come back multiple times on shows.
Because I need Winter Soldier in my life, so he has to stay.
There you go. You got to have Cap or
Chris
no Winter
agrees.
Soldier.
Chris Disney
Wow.
Dynamics is agreeing with her. Wow.
Oh, yeah. I can't repeat those words. I'm gonna
No,
have
this is a
students in
family
it.
channel.
Wow. My goodness. All right, Johnny, what do you think? Who are you getting rid of?
Man, that would probably be Hawkeye
Okay, he said Hawkeye.
No.
or the guy that played
It's kind of boring.
Mysterioso. I couldn't stand him.
Mysterioso. Oh, from Far
Mysterio.
From Home.
Far From Home.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, that guy! That's you know what? That's for another show. I really didn't like that movie.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh.
Okay, honey.
But Hawkeye to me just doesn't really. He's cool, but then he really doesn't really serve a purpose. It's kind of like the weak link of the whole adventure.
You know, I don't disagree with you. Just because those of us here on the stream, you might not be able to hear Johnny, but he said, you know, Hawkeye doesn't really serve a purpose. There's not a purpose. But moving forward with what we're building in the MCU, he could have a huge role, right?
Right.
They wouldn't
Is
have
anybody-
had a safe house without him.
That's true. They wouldn't have had a safe house there. But coming up, moving on with, and I don't know, all y'all experts are going to have to help me out, but there's different groups that might be popping up, like the Young Avengers, and then the group that U.S.
West
Agent
Coast-
is going to be the West Coast Avengers.
people,
There's
Descendants or
the
whatever.
Thunderbolts or something like that. I don't know. So there's all these little things that are going to be like branching
Groups.
off of the Avengers, right?
Groups.
Groups.
Not teams.
But they're still Avengers.
Yeah.
So, all right, honey. What do
I
you
have
think?
two.
Oh, she's getting rid of two.
I have two. And everybody's going to be probably upset. But I don't like the ancient one. I don't like her. I don't like the character.
That was almost my answer. That was almost my choice.
Yeah.
Clinton? I love her.
You love her?
Anything she's in, she's awesome.
I don't like her. I don't know. There's something about her. She rubs me the wrong way. I don't like to watch her. I don't like it when she talks. So I don't like her. And also Jane Foster.
Natalie Portman.
I love Natalie Portman. I love her
Oh my
as an
gosh.
actress, but
I take it back. I want to get rid of her. I hated her. Yeah.
I didn't like her in it. I
She's
didn't.
coming back though. She's coming back.
Yeah.
She's gonna be
Hmm.
cool. She's gonna be back.
Yeah.
I know she's coming back, and I really like her as an actress. And interviews, when I've watched interviews, I like her as a person, you know, as much as you can like a stranger. But I just couldn't get with her on this role.
Okay.
I
All
think
right.
it's hard for my memory because I didn't even think about that. She would have been
That's
my
true. Yeah, that movie just kind of like, well, it's kind of like when we watched Winter Soldier, I realized I really haven't watched this in a long time. Maybe like when it first came out, and then when we did the replay a couple of years ago.
Mhm.
But Winter Soldier was one. We haven't gone back and really watched that original Thor.
No.
Hmm.
Maybe if I watch
Yeah,
it again, I'll
maybe.
like her.
I
But
don't know.
You want.
Here we go. Moving on because I want to keep us rolling today. What movie? Okay, now this could be like branching off of the storylines that we were already created, or for us experts. I know we've got Eric and Lauren and Johnny in the house that are comic book experts, right? Y'all might know something in canon that you would like to see. So, what movie would you like to see made out of the MCU? Johnny, why don't you go first?
What movie would I like to see? I want to see either one that kind of, well, it's going to give some spoilers away if I say this, but Isaiah Bradley's grandson is supposed to be, was it the next Falcon or something like that?
Right.
And so I would love to see a movie made with that. I think, or even an origin story of Isaiah Bradley, something in that, because that last episode of this was just amazing to see that character.
I like it.
I would have loved it.
Y'all are shaking your head. You're able to hear him, right? So I don't have to repeat what he's saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot, this is working out better
Did
than
I
I
miss
planned.
the question? I don't.
So the
understand.
question is, what movie would you want to see made?
Oh, okay.
coming
Then
out of
that
the
answer makes
MCU.
perfect sense.
So yeah, I like that, an origin story of Isaiah Bradley, or there are some speculations out there as to his grandson, right?
Mhm.
Or son?
His grandson. Yeah,
Yeah, his grandson, Elijah.
He was a young Avenger.
He was a young Avenger, right?
Huh.
And that's a big one. That could be coming. That could be coming.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to Leslie. Leslie,
This one I actually have an answer to off the top of my head. I would really also love to see an origin story, but I would like to see how I can't. Oh my god, my names are all out of my head today. But the Women's Wakanda Army.
oh yes,
Oh,
That all
let me look that up.
Dora Milaje.
The Dora
Yes.
Milaje, yeah, the Dora Milaje.
see the like beginning of that and how they came to be and like built that group.
Yeah,
I like
that'd
that.
be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Are you following the chat, by the way? Are you reading the chat? So
Where's the
I know
chat?
Mertz is following the chat.
I know. I was going to say, how
Multitask.
are you able to do that?
He's
How are you able to follow the chat and be part of the conversation? It's great.
Mertz, if you see anything in there that we need to, highlight, just let me know. Just let me know. Awesome. All right. Speaking of Mertz, Eric, you get to go first.
Okay. I really like the Netflix shows, the Marvel shows, but I feel like they need to redo them because I loved Jessica Jones. Those are one of my favorites that they had. I wanted them to redo that one and Daredevil. And
Okay.
because they had a good relationship in the show, like they weren't like together, but like the synergy they had was pretty cool. Just like because those that took place like directly after the first Avengers movie. And I would always like throw little Easter eggs, like, oh yeah, the attack on New York, blah blah blah. If they can like incorporate that into the newer movies, that'd be cool. It's because they're really good characters, and they can like, I think there's a lot of like potential in the new movies.
Yeah, I totally agree. She watches all those. So, and then she also does DC, Gotham, Flash.
Gosh, I'm so far
Yeah.
behind. Here's what happened. I was watching The Arrow and I loved it. And I watched, this was several years ago. And I got to, I don't know what season, 3 or 4, or something like that. I go into class and I'm talking to my kids about it. And this girl says, everybody dies. And I was like, seriously? Why would you do that? And then I got mad and stopped watching. I don't think she was even telling the truth now that I hear like stories about it, but I was so mad that I stopped watching. But I watch all of those kinds of shows. What
Yeah.
else have I watched? The Arrow and Flash and
Gotham,
Gotham
yeah.
and yeah.
Yeah.
I like this kind of story.
Which is definitely the reason why I'm giving people plenty of time to kind of hang out with us, but we are going to get to some spoilers.
Yeah, when are we
here
going
in
to talk
just a
about the
little bit.
show?
We've only got a couple more little questions.
Okay. I mean,
Mertz, where are we going with this? What do you think?
I have 2 answers. One, obviously Hawkeye, because he's the best. So I think he's so awesome that's why they're doing a show based on him. But I think a movie would be even better. So I will say that. But I also would say I say Hawkeye because he's like the soul, like the heart and soul. Like there's a reason why he came back to the family, why they all were like had their safe zone there. There's a reason why he kept his family under wraps because, he wanted to make sure they were safe and he's a family man. I like the fact that he did so much and he was in so many movies, but he doesn't even have as many powers as everyone else.
Right.
Plus that whole Black Widow scene just kind of shows that like he's such the heart and soul of it that he's willing to risk himself and his own family just to like save a friend. Like I don't know, he's like the heart and soul. That's why I'm kind of biased with him. But I would also say, who's the girl from what's her name? The one from Black Panther, the smart one who like
Shuri?
Yeah.
Shuri.
I like the fact that they show like the intelligence of like the Hulk. They show the intelligence of like Iron Man. I would love to see, obviously she's super smart. Obviously, like, I mean, Wakanda like has the best like metal. Like I mean, there's a reason why she's so good at what she does and what she can discover and what she can do. I feel like a more in-depth about her would be like fantastic. Plus, I love her as an actress, so I know she would kill it.
Hey, stay tuned because she might be the next Black Panther.
Yeah.
It's quite possible. Because
I'm good with that.
I think that's canon, y'all. Comic bookers, right?
It is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, one last question, and then we're moving into the. I'm sorry.
I didn't get to answer.
Oh, Lauren, I'm sorry.
Lauren and I are just here to look pretty, apparently.
That's right.
Lauren, you're up.
I'm with Johnny where I would actually like to see the Young Avengers. And they're setting it up because they introduced Tommy and Billy in WandaVision. We have Ms. Marvel coming up, Ironheart coming up. Cassie Lang is the daughter of Scott Lang, Ant-Man.
Oh, yeah.
And Kate Bishop is being introduced in Hawkeye. So there's a lot of choices that they could have to do the Young Avengers.
Yeah. All right. That is true. There's a lot of setup for it. Yeah. Yes. And then H. Cruz just popped in here, said, I heard Dark Avengers are coming with the U.S. agent Eli Bradley. So Dark Avengers, Young Avengers. I mean, it's set up. Okay, honey, I don't want to leave you out.
I want to see a story about Hawkeye's wife because I feel like she's someone in secret. I feel like she's got something going on there, and we just don't know yet.
Yeah, that's crazy. You should go do some research because she is an Avenger.
What?
Let's just leave that right there. Last question. And I got to figure out who's going to go first. I think it's going back to Leslie. Leslie?
Okay.
What would you say to Stanley?
Oh, my God.
Where did you come up with these? You did not come up with these by yourself.
Right there.
Say is the cameos are amazing. And then I would just say thank you.
All right. Lauren, back to you.
Yeah, pretty much. Thank you for my childhood.
Yeah, because you've been in the comics for quite a while.
As long as I can remember.
Awesome. Johnny, I'm gonna go to Johnny because I see Eric stepped out for a second.
Or he's done.
Or he said, all right, you know what? I've had enough. So Johnny, what do you think? What would you say to Stanley?
What would I say to Stan Lee?
Yep.
Man, thank you.
Thank you. What else to be said? It's like it's like if you met Walt, right?
Ooh,
Yeah.
man. Thank you for just blessing us with just some wonderful characters and stories and
right.
And just, helping us to be imaginative, using imagination to tell these stories.
Like shining a light into our own strengths and weaknesses and shortcomings, and
right.
I mean, that's what it's all about.
Great way of
the cool thing about Stan Lee was that he made these characters seem real because he put them in real places.
Ooh.
Real locations.
Yeah. Cruz says Jack Kirby's king. So I mean that there's some argument there for sure. But I do like what Kelly's crazy Disney addiction is, and this is kind of an addendum. And since Eric's back, I'm throwing this right to Eric. Here you go, Eric. Put Walt and Stan in a room together. Who do you talk to first?
Oh, that is a good question.
I like Walt Disney.
Yeah. Oh, he's going Walt. Wow.
Racist, but it's okay.
Okay. All right. So back to the merches.
The merches.
Well, that's the only name that's on there.
That's
So-
you know who else had that name?
Who?
Wait, maybe that wasn't right.
Fred and Ethel.
Yes. Okay.
Oh,
That's what I was
yeah.
going to say. Because when you said the merches, it was like, oh.
All right. What do you think? What are you saying to Stanley?
What I would say to Stanley is, thank you, and would you be interested in doing a collab on my YouTube channel?
Dang it! He got there first.
I want to be part of that collab.
That's
it's an
awesome.
all-inclusive collab. Like everyone is literally invited.
Yay.
Wow. A cameo with Stan. That'd be awesome. Honey, what would you say to Stanley?
Say hi.
I just ask him what his favorite dessert is.
What is his favorite dessert?
Just
I'm
curious.
Good question.
Now you're curious.
Right? I wonder if that's recorded somewhere we could find out.
Yeah, I'm sure. You probably find somebody that will answer it on the
chat
on there. Disney Dynamics says he'll ask him to sign his Batman comic book. That's awesome. You know, I wonder from time to time, like how much they talk to each other, like between DC and Marvel. I mean, obviously there's not like the cross, but you know, I mean, the characters are similar that move up through the comic book series. You know,
like you wonder if they ever talked or were they enemies?
Right. That's were they kind of collabing and creating their own stories, or were they seeing a comic and going, okay, now I need to make this one, and then back and forth? I would love to see that story.
Who wrote the other side?
Who did write? I know somebody's going to throw that out there. DC. Who's DC writer? Oh, nobody knows.
DC writer.
I guess
a whole bunch of them, but I can't think of anybody off the top of my head.
Marvel, it is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Who's in the DC? Is that Justice League that we
That's
just
Justice
watched?
League.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, some of us watched it, so others went to sleep.
It wasn't me this time. I watched it. You went to sleep.
I kind of went to sleep.
It was a 4.5 hour movie.
It was like watching The Hobbit. Okay. All right.
Are we talking about the episode now?
Let's dive in. If you are still in the stream and you have not seen episode 6, the finale of The Falcon and Winter Soldier, we're going to get into some spoilers right now. And so you might want to catch us on the replay. Okay.
Chris, I just made you a mod. I don't know if that was the biggest mistake that I've ever made on a YouTube live or if it was a good idea. But so, you know.
Okay.
That's why you're blue.
There you go. All right. So overall thoughts of the series. I just want to hear what y'all have to say. We can kind of go around.
Like the whole series as a whole?
Yeah, just the whole series. What did you think?
I really liked it. I thought that they did a great job introducing and building the characters we already knew. I liked the way they ended it. They broke my heart a little bit at the very end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Feel free. We're in spoiler mode right now, so I mean,
she's not bad.
She's selling the secrets already.
We don't know who she was talking to.
Yeah.
She's bad. I knew she was going to be bad. I didn't want to believe it. I hoped you were right now, but she's bad.
Yeah.
Maybe she was talking to Fury. Maybe they have a plan.
Maybe there's a plan.
I know. Or she's a scroll.
Maybe she's a scroll.
Oh, maybe she's a scroll. What?
Not really her.
Oh, but would the scrolls go bad? I don't think they're bad, are they?
Well, in the comics they are.
Oh, in the comics they are.
And there's going to be a show called Secret Invasion that is coming up where some of the Skrulls invade Earth and take over the mantles of some of the heroes.
Okay. Wow. Now, see, that's why I had to bring some experts in, because I didn't know that the Skrulls are bad. All I know of the Skrulls is what we've seen in Captain Marvel, and in the little WandaVision there. So
I can't believe it. I refuse.
I love how Mertz types in chat and he's just stone face.
He pretends like he's not saying anything.
Like he didn't even he hasn't been punching the buttons.
hard. You don't know if she's good or bad because wasn't she blipped for however many years, like 5 years, and then all she came back, and then she had this empire, like all of a sudden.
Right.
Kind of suspicious. Like, how did she get all this power all of a sudden?
Okay, so I have a theory on that.
Wait,
So
she was blipped?
yeah, she was blipped.
How do
Right?
we know
I
that?
don't,
Isn't it?
yeah, I don't think she was.
Oh, she went because I heard from other places that she had been blipped.
I don't think they said one way or another in this series.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your theory? If she was blipped
Okay.
and came back,
Well, so here's my theory. Okay, so she, obviously had to leave the country, which I don't get why, because I mean her crimes are minuscule compared to Bucky, and Bucky, gets a pardon and is part of the Avengers. So I kind of wonder why she's out so bad so far, so long. But Princess Bride comes to mind. Follow me, right?
okay.
So in the Princess Bride, the blonde guy, what's his name?
Wesley.
Wesley, right? He's the pirate. Why is he the pirate? Not because he's the pirate, but because he sailed with the pirate, and the pirate decided to retire and gave the reins over to Wesley to be the pirate. So my theory is that somehow
Oh shit.
Sharon met up with the power broker in her running and escaping, probably in order to save her life, right? Or maybe she was even captured by the power broker. And then at some point, she ended up taking the reins from him. He gave up the reins over to her. So that was my Princess Bride theory. I don't know.
That is a good one.
So we need that movie. We need a Sharon Carter movie. Or series.
Katrina said that her story might be in the Black Widow movie.
Yes, there's some cameo or something there. For sure.
Did she delete her own comment or did Chris delete it? I told you this is gonna be
we're gonna
this could
we're
go
gonna
badly.
upset some people. All right, so Lauren, what do you think? Like just the series overall thoughts, and how it all came together.
I loved it from beginning to end. It was one of those that when WandaVision, they said that WandaVision was coming out, I started getting really excited about that show and less excited about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Just because I thought Falcon and the Winter Soldier seems like it's going to be classic Marvel. And it was, but in a really great way. I think they accomplished what I think one of the goals that they wanted to do was introduce the world to Sam as Captain America.
Right.
And now we're getting Captain America 4. And I think people are going to be more excited for it because now we've got to spend some time with him as Captain America. And I have to say his comic accurate costume was amazing.
Yeah, I really like that.
When they showed the costume, it was like chills moment. Like I was like, oh yeah.
It was
I
very
cried like
comic
4 times during this episode. Like I was a mess during this episode.
Yeah, when he flies in around the building and Carly looks up, I got chills, and I think that was like the first tear. Like I mean, it was coming. I was just like, long overdue. This is amazing. This is amazing. Yeah. I think it also fulfilled, well, if we backed up, if y'all want to, go back and watch our Taco Tuesday from 3 weeks ago, I think, I said it also was meant for Bucky to get full redemption.
Yes.
What happened?
Yes.
He crossed off all the names of in his book. So I think that it served it. I think those were the 2 main purposes of this series was to transition Sam into Cap and to revive Bucky into Bucky and not the Winter Soldier.
Definitely.
Yeah. The question is, well, we'll get to that question, but Johnny, what do you think? What series overall? And everybody sit back. This could be a while.
I thought it was I thought it was good. It was fun. It was a lot of fun to watch. Look, it was I mean, WandaVision was good, but this one was just a lot of fun. It really felt like we were back in the movie theaters watching a movie again.
Mhm.
And it was just a lot of fun to watch. And then seeing the transformation of Sam to finally becoming, Captain America was just it was touching. And the whole way that they got there to get to it, and putting all the pieces together was just it was a lot of fun to watch. I was inspired after the last episode. Like it was just
for sure.
really inspiring.
Katrina says Sam was so sexy looking in that new outfit. Oh, yep.
Yeah. His speech at the end was just like, wow. It was inspiring. I think all of us in the midst of what's going on in our world right now really needed to hear that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was
Didn't I
spot
say
on.
that right after that?
Mhm.
I said this right here needs to be playing on our news. This needs to be
Right.
it needs to blow up and go viral. And I don't know why it hasn't. Like it's like
Right.
stuck in Disney Plus right now. And that message, that's what we need. That is truthfully what we need right now.
Mhm.
Yep. I wonder when that was written. Like, I mean, who knows when this series was actually created and written and thought of, but I wonder if that last speech came out of the original thoughts of the show, or if they kind of, steered it because of what's going on in our world. So,
That would be super interesting to find out.
yeah.
I mean, I think that what he said, it can pertain to what has gone on in the history of our country for hundreds of years. Like
Right.
if they could have made that speech in the 40s, in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 70s, and it still would have,
Right.
we could still say the same thing about it. Oh, we need to hear that. That needs to be out there. Like we're constantly dealing with the same, foundational issues in different forums our entire existence,
Right.
if that makes sense.
No, for sure. And I think I mentioned this when we talked about this, a couple of weeks ago, but the whole dichotomy of that's a big word.
I know.
I think I just
was
used
a
that
really
right.
big word.
Between Sam and Isaiah,
Yeah.
and just their outlook on life. And Isaiah is like, I mean, it's over. It's done. This is the way it was. This is the way it is. This is the way it's always going to be. There's no way out. And you should be ashamed if you even think about.
And you can empathize with that train of thought. You
Yeah.
can definitely look at what he's saying and be like, yeah. But then when Sam comes in and gives us his piece,
Yeah.
then you think, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And so that's what's going on in the world with, the people that now I'm getting worked up. Go on.
No, Marvel's always been really good at the social justice issues and not shying away from it, but really staring it right in the face and saying, what's wrong is wrong, and we're going to let everybody know.
Yeah.
And so I really appreciate that. What do you think, Merches?
So the thing that I was not a huge fan of, I thought like Wakanda. I have the name Wakanda right in front of me. I thought WandaVision, it was slow at first, but it kind of filled you in, so it was like worthy to me. So it was like worthwhile. But when it came to the beginning, I feel like it was kind of slow at first too. But I was still kind of confused and asking a few questions. I wish when you're talking about the villains, I wish there was more of like a more detailed, in-depth kind of history background of them. They just kind of appeared, and you're just supposed to know their mission and why they're doing it. So
Right.
I think there was more of that. But the pros that I love that all the females of Wakanda came back in and showed this is what we can do, and your shield means nothing to us, and we're going to show you exactly why. That was
Right.
I loved the new captain, obviously, in introducing that. I liked that it showed his training and how he was training and getting ready for it, and like learning the shield and how to use it. And, you know, like I thought that was pretty cool. Obviously, I love the whole message. Like I loved when it came to like the Black Lives Matter part of it. I love when they were talking about when you had the super soldier before, and he was so like, this is impossible. This isn't going to happen. This will never happen. This is not how it's supposed to be. And then to get the chills of us seeing it happen, seeing how it's possible, the message behind it, like that whole thing, like gave me chills. It was like, can you just be the president, like of this? They just make him the president, like that. I thought was super important and how it was so relevant to like now. Being able to utilize a show like that, a platform like that, Disney Plus, Marvel, to kind of shed light on that was amazing. The death scene had me like shook. Like I love that. Like that was one of those scenes. I haven't seen a scene like that in forever. Where like everybody just gasped and they're like, "What?" Like that was a good cliffhanger. And then lastly, I love like the Winter Soldier, like the redemption. But I also love how he was more humanized. Like I like seeing the relationship growth between him and, you know, new captain, obviously. I love the whole flirting with his sister kind of thing. I love the whole humanizing of him and kind of getting us like on board and to fall in love with him. That's my opinion.
Yeah. What do you got to add to that, Eric?
That was pretty good.
Right?
Yeah, it was very good.
It was a good show. I felt it did a good job, like because Wanda needed therapy, Bucky needed therapy, and so did I forgot his name. Falcon. He needed therapy too. Like those two lost their friends, and then Wanda lost her lover. It's like they got the redemption, they got the character growth, they got what they needed, and the show did a good job introducing new characters, which is cool. I don't know if they're gonna like overlap to the cinematic universe movies or just the shows, but that'd be pretty cool if they were in both. Just because if they went more with the GRC, that'd be awesome, because that's a big thing. Like people like wanting to live without borders, and in the show it was pretty clear that a lot of people were behind them, like more than people were expecting. So they could be villains or anti-heroes or whatever in the future. So that was pretty cool. Set up a lot. Did a good job.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
Do you think she's dead?
Who, Carly?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, so
do you already know?
Wait, Johnny's saying no. You don't think Carly's dead?
I don't, because he said she died at the end, but when they wheeled her out, because I watched it again this morning, right, just to get ready for this today, and they didn't cover her up. They actually put a respirator on her. If you watch it. Yeah. If you watch it, they actually put her like a respirator on.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think she's
So
dead.
she could have had a light pulse, and he assumed that she died, but they put the light pulse on her.
That's interesting. You know, I was gonna go back and rewatch it. I just didn't have time.
Yeah, I literally have to like. There were so many like little Easter eggs that were popping up. Like the first time that I watched it, and I had to go back and watch it like 2 and 3 times just to get like, okay, did I just see what I just saw and heard, just to make sure that was it. You know.
So what's she gonna come back as?
Well, that's a good question. Where's my comic bookers at here, Lauren? Is there either a hero, anti-hero, or
is
villain?
She in the comic?
Because I don't think if she comes back, she's not a villain. I think Sam pretty much made that clear that she's not the bad guy. And, I mean, he puts the blame on the GRC. He says, "Look, y'all are in there making decisions."
Is that like the Congress?
that y'all are making decisions that, help you, but don't affect the rest of the world or affect the rest of the world negatively. And if it's not Carly, it's going to be somebody else stepping in there and, and protesting basically against what y'all are doing, So
I don't know. I mean, the thing in the comics is that there's no group called Flag Smashers. There's a person called the Flag Smasher who is Carl Morgenthau instead of Carly. So with this series, they made it a woman and they made it a whole movement. And so I thought that was really interesting. So there's no nothing that I can think of that has happened to Carl Morgenthau that would transform him into something else.
Okay. Yeah, that is definitely interesting. Now, the only thing that would shock me is that she knows who Sharon is. And so unless there's some, absent-mindedness because of, the shock, or that would come out. And so that would make Sharon a villain.
No.
Can't make Sharon a villain. No.
I like her.
No. Yeah. I was really hoping, I don't know what I was hoping at the end that the real villain was going to show its face, and that Carly was going to be able to be there with Bucky and Sam, and defeat it all together and then walk off in the sunset. That's kind of what I wanted.
You're an optimist.
Yeah. So I was a little, not disappointed. I don't want to say I was disappointed. I just kind of wanted her to live on, because I think that she had a good message. But Sam has to kind of eulogize her and
Exactly.
give the message for her.
So is there a second season or no?
Well, that's a great question. So are we going to see a season 2 of the Falcon? Well, it'll be Captain America and the Winter Soldier, which I don't know. Do we still call him the Winter Soldier?
From what I've kind of did my research on and stuff, no, they are not planning a second season, but because they're all supposed to, they have so many projects out right now or getting ready to come out. I don't even know if they'll even be able to get to doing a second season of that. Either this one or WandaVision, because there's so many shows back to back popping out.
Yeah.
So,
well, I think that they're definitely using this as a jump off for many different directions. I like what Kelly Crazy Disney Addiction here says. What was it bad that it pissed me off that Walker helped them in the end?
I was kind of feeling the same way. I was like, I'm glad he was helping, but it's like all of a sudden, all his bad choices are gone now. Like nobody cares about all the people that he killed and crazy stuff that he did.
Well,
and
he only killed one.
I said the same thing though.
Yeah.
I think that's a testament to the writer.
One.
They just hate him so much that even when he was doing something good and came over to help and actually be the person he should have been from the beginning, we still hate him.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I don't know that I actually hate him.
I don't hate him.
I hate
just
the establishment behind him.
I want him to get in trouble for being naughty.
Well, here's the thing is that they created him. This is who he is. He was a soldier. When he's talking with what was it? Not
Elaine.
Val.
Val.
No, his buddy.
Oh,
Buddy?
Lamar.
Oh,
Yeah,
Battlestar.
Battlestar.
Galactica?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Battlestar. Which I don't know why does he get a name if he's going to die? But when he's talking to Battlestar and they're talking about the tour and being in Afghanistan, and the things that they did, they were doing that for the country, and it was sanctioned from the country, And it was basically what they were expected to do, right?
Yeah.
And this is something that was created. He was created basically as a super soldier without the serum. He was a Bucky for the United States. I mean, let that sink in, right? And so, then they give this guy that they know has done crazy stuff in war, they give him the title and the shield of Captain America. I mean, that the system was wrong. And so, and then for them to take this one thing, now they could have done him a lot better, right? Yes, he can't be Cap anymore. That's gone. Sorry, buddy. You went off in a square and everybody had their phones out. You can't be Cap anymore. But they should have given him some honor to and out. Whatchamacallit? Witness protection. I mean, give him a new identity.
After he killed that guy?
Yeah, they created him. I mean, he obviously came in and he was like, "What? I was just doing what you told me to do."
I think that he created himself, which was horrible, by taking that serum, and that had nothing to do with what they created. He was something to begin with, but when he tried to take that serum, he made that choice. He knew what was possible. He knew what could happen. So you need to take some accountability for your actions. And I have zero sympathy. And trusted is my
because he knew that taking that serum was going to what's the word I'm looking for? Enhance your true self. And so if that's what comes out when he takes the serum, that's him. I mean, he's got something going on.
But they all have stuff going on.
Yeah, I think that they tried to imply he had PTSD, and that's why he was kept having this flashes and things like that.
Yeah, Rushing. I don't disagree. It should have had a few more episodes to it, for sure. I mean, kind of the end was kind of rushed. I think, but yeah. I mean, but if you think about all the characters, I mean, Tony has downfalls. I mean, he killed a few people. I mean, in the name of,
who?
Iron Man. He comes out of the cave shooting. I mean, he killed
those
a lot
were
of people.
They were bad people. That was war.
What was the Flag Smashers not bad people? They blew up the GRC.
Well, I mean, honestly, it wasn't that the person that he killed wasn't even the reason.
No, I get that.
Like, he basically he's then for him to go out and lie to carry on his story. I'm like, oh no, man.
Yeah.
He's like a bad seed, and I don't know what they're making now. They're making him into a good guy or an anti-hero or whatever it is that they're making him into, and who's in charge of that, by the way?
Well,
who is Val? Because she's funny. She's like, well, she's not funny, but she is funny. She was like, maybe I did do this, or maybe I just kidding. Or
I think they were smart, because what I did like is how you basically didn't really care for him, obviously for obvious reasons. But then in the end, you get a little bit confused because he starts being good and doing good stuff. I love that they kind of did that as far as character development, because moving forward, you really don't really know like what role they're going to take him and how he's going to continue on. So that was kind of cool to like be a question mark. I like that.
Yeah. It could go really any way. Anyway.
Mackenzie said, "This is your child." I know. I know. It says Kenzie K, so I know that that's you.
Okay.
And purple is Josh.
All right, welcome in, Josh.
Who the H is
purple?
Purple?
No.
I don't know who purple is.
I haven't seen Josh in there.
All right. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks for being a part of the family.
Push the like button. Yeah. So, what else? What else did we not tackle in this final episode?
I mean, what about them putting Isaiah in the Smithsonian? I was like, bawling pretty much.
Mhm.
That I think I had tears down both cheeks at that point.
I knew that was going to happen though. And
Yeah.
I think somebody said, was it Leslie? Did you say they were going to do that? Someone said last week they're going to do that.
I think they were going to bring him back and do something. I did not know it was going to be that. And I will say I was crying, and Mark turns and looks at me. He's like, "Really, Leslie? Really?" I'm like, like, shut up. It's fine.
Yeah. I cried during that part too. It just got
Yeah.
funny.
Finally, he lived this horrible, horrible life
Yeah.
that he had no choice in.
Mm-hmm.
And then had to see like the shift where he was like, "Yeah, you're like basically told Sam like you'll be a sellout if you do this."
Yeah.
Sam just
He was put in jail
Mm-hmm.
for basically the same thing that Captain America did in the 40s,
Yeah.
was rescue his buddies.
and like being separated from his wife like not getting his letter, like they literally isolated and made his life hell. And Sam broke through that like a bitter, jaded facade, and then that, and I'm like, oh, I can't even just bawl.
I did kind of have an issue. I don't know if this is just me being overly sensitive, but I feel like they walked through the main exhibit down a hallway into the back to get to his statue. I was like, what? Why is it away from all the Captain America stuff?
It was his own exhibit.
Why wouldn't he be in with the rest of the Captain Americas? Because they really didn't say he was a Captain America, did they?
Well, the Captain America exhibit was always for Cap's original crew that was in the.
But I'm
in World War
saying
II.
they have his statue there, but they don't really say why, other than he did a lot of great things for us during the war. Like, do the people know there are super soldiers?
That's in episode 7. They're gonna do a whole ceremony for.
Stop it.
Courtney made a good point that it was a timeline, and since he was so like in the beginning, which is why they had to go to the beginning of said timeline.
Oh, okay.
She's so smart. That's
I
why
think she's totally made that up, but okay. I mean, that makes sense. So
yeah, for sure.
I just kind of felt like, well, is it really part of the exhibit, or I don't know. And now it makes me want to go to Smithsonian, even though I know it's not really there. I want to go see it.
Yeah,
But that's my question. Do the people know there are super soldiers, or do they think that there's just some drugged up people out there fighting? Do they understand what's going on?
Well, I think now with the Flag Smashers, I think they now know and understand that there are, these people with these abilities. Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, I think they knew that Cap was probably had a little juice there somewhere. I mean, yeah.
Then why would they expect the new guy to go in without it?
That was something that shocked me in this was, to throw John Walker into a situation that was a losing situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like how could you even fathom that he's going to go in and fight against super soldiers and aliens with just the shield? I mean, granted, Hawkeye and Black Widow and Falcon, they don't have super soldier in them either, but they've got cool tech that enhance them in other ways. John Walker had nothing. He had the shield.
Well, I think like John Walker. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You're on.
I think like when you look at like the whole reason why they had Steve Rogers become Captain America in the first place, it was about symbolism. And so it wasn't really about him actually being a superhero, quote unquote. Because remember, they were very against him going in and saving those, prisoners of war, right?
Right.
And so in this same instance, John Walker was more a symbolist than he was someone who was actually going to go do something. But he wanted to take on that other responsibility. Oh, I'm going to go save people. I'm going to do the same exact things that Steve Rogers did and become a hero on another level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but Captain America, that's why that's why they wanted to keep that shield, because that shield was symbolism to say this is the power that America has,
Right.
and this is what we can do. So just like a lot of stuff that we have in America right now symbolizes a lot of power and who we are, and, you know, our quote unquote patriotism and nationalism and stuff like that. So, and that same idea, that's how the Captain America mantra was kind of brought about.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that they kind of touch on that, you know, by he's doing the interview, and there's the fanfare going out on the football field. He's more of a figurehead than he was supposed to be a fighter, right?
Right.
He's Captain America. He's not an Avenger. I mean, he doesn't show up at Avenger Campus, you know, those kind of things. So.
Well, what about Sam now, or Cat and the new, you know, is he going to have to do this job without the super serum because he doesn't want to take it? So how is he going to do fighting against other super soldiers, fighting against aliens if they come back? Like,
well, that's what I say. His Falcon suit. That's why he gets to keep the Falcon suit, basically, and it's turned into Captain America Falcon suit. You know, because that is his enhancement. He's already fought aliens and everything with that suit.
Yeah.
So he was already in. And we honestly, I mean, that's the other thing is we don't know where his suit's going to go. I mean, you know, right there at the end, somebody's going to shoot at him, but then something happens. I don't remember. So we don't get to find out if his suit is bulletproof.
Or who made it? Was it made in Wakanda? Because then it would be bulletproof. Yeah, why didn't they make a suit that impacts upon impact makes him stronger, like Black Panther?
Right.
Well, it is Wakandian,
right?
And because at the end of episode 6, Bucky asked Iola if they would make if they could do a favor for him,
right? And then he brings the suit to Sam,
and then he brings the suit, right? So that was the favor. So it's from Wakanda, and it's their tech, and so. That's why it's really high tech, because now there's a big thing right now. Is Wakanda technology better than Stark technology?
Oh, well, I think that's hands down. I think you can't argue that Wakandan technology is way better than Stark. I mean they brought people in that got shot and healed him. You know, so I mean that's crazy stuff. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I definitely, I know Leslie is probably wanting to get at least a couple minutes of sleep tonight.
Oh my gosh, it's already been an hour.
But I do want to, I do want to end this with, where do you think it's going? What predictions? I know we've kind of talked a lot about, you know, these spinoffs and stuff, but where do you think Marvel's going in the future? What is your prediction? Let's go, Mertz.
That's like a big question. Like, can you get more specific?
Repeat your question, please.
Okay. Oh, wasn't paying attention. He was social media. Where is
texting Erica about dinner?
Oh, where is the MCU going? Where are we going with this? Like, after watching WandaVision, and now watching the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, knowing that Loki's coming and Hawkeye's coming, and we've got Doctor Strange. Obviously, all of those things are already out there, and we know they're coming. But where is the MCU going? What do you see?
I think. Am I going?
A little bit.
Are you what?
I thought it was acting. Okay, so I think when it came to, like, the WandaVision, and when it came to obviously Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think it's probably going way better than they thought, as far as the hype, people wanting more, people asking for another, the merchandise, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I think now they might consider, like, making sure maybe they're going to do like a spinoff, making sure it has maybe more episodes. I think that it's going way better than they even anticipated. So I think there's going to be I think they're going to keep going this route and do more of it, because they're realizing that people are loving seeing the behind the scenes, the Easter eggs, the why things are happening. combining different characters together, bringing in appearances from others. And I think they kind of like that. They can do so much with it. I think they're just going to keep going on and on and on with it because they know that the hype is real and this is like the new thing. This is like what everybody wants now. Mm-hmm. So why would you die down? They're going to amp it up. And then that's going to leave them so many more outlets with like movies and who's working with who and who's, teaming up with who. I just think it's the beginning of something like huge, and Marvel's realizing that this is, way better than we even anticipated. So let's go hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. And then
it's all over Shop Disney. I was going on there the other day, and I'm like, I need this Funko, I need this hoodie, I need these sweatpants. I was like,
if my new Captain America Funko is not in the mail, I'm gonna be
him like flying up in the air with the wings. Like
I want that Funko that I saw.
Literally
amazing.
That's what I think it's just the beginning.
So would you say, Mertz, Adventures by D wants to know, was this better than WandaVision?
I would say yes, only because there was so many more. It was kind of like taking. I love, like I said, the death scene. It was like a holy, like that. I mean, I haven't had a moment like that, and especially thinking of a Marvel show on Disney Plus, I was not expecting that. I was like, when I saw the blood all over it, I was like, saw that, and there were so many more characters and character growth in that, and I love that. It was, with WandaVision, it was kind of restricted to the characters. This had a lot more, and it tied in a lot more, and I loved how it was so relatable to where we're at now in life. So I would say, with that being said, this trumps WandaVision.
Okay.
But when it comes to Loki, I'm like, I don't know, because that looks real good. So
I'm super excited. That will probably be a question coming up at the end of Loki too, because I think it's going to get better. The one thing that I liked about both of these, and it's hard to compare, is that both shows built upon characters that I don't think we got to know very well through the movies.
Yeah.
And I think I said that before, but you just look at it, and all four of these main characters, they're in the Marvel universe, and they're the sidekicks, kind of. We know they're there, and we get a little bit of a story, but we don't get any character development.
They're very complex, so they can do stuff with it, which makes us kind of really into it, because you could literally do anything, and we don't really know which way it's going to go. So they're choosing who they're choosing.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Lauren, what do you think? Where do you think it's going? What do you think is the next step in the Marvel universe?
Well, I definitely think they're going to be developing more shows, just because, as Nicholas was saying, that this is a cash cow for them right now.
Oh yeah.
And they're making so much off of merchandise and everything, and both of them turned out to be like the biggest shows in the history of television at one point or the other. So there's that, but I also think that they are developing different parts of the universe. So Doctor Strange is going to have a big part in it. Captain Marvel 2 is going to have a big part in it. These series have helped introduce us to characters that are going to be in those series. We're going to have Captain America 4. So there's so much that's going to be going on. And, really, in the end of it, I just say, take my money, Marvel. You have managed to convince me. Going to WandaVision, that I wanted to watch a show about a witch married to an android raising kids in the suburban and make that the biggest television.
This isn't even a superhero movie.
I know.
Oh, Leslie, what do you think? Where's this going? Any predictions do you think?
I don't know that I have any predictions. However, I am so excited for so many storylines, and they did such a good job of hooking me and being like, okay, I really need to know what's going on with Wanda. Like, what is she doing in the cabin? What are we going to find out next? And when do I get to
Right.
like?
Right.
I'm so excited for Loki, which I didn't think I would be because Loki irritates me in the movies. Because his character is so fantastic at what he does. Like, I want to hate him, but I can't. But I do.
God.
And so, after watching these two series, though, I'm so excited to see what they do with the show. Like, I think it's going to be so good.
Yeah.
Excited for Doctor Strange too, as well. The next Doctor Strange movie, whatever it is. I'm really excited for that because when this all started, I don't know if you guys remember, one of the first Taco Tuesdays we were talking about, we were watching them in chronological order.
Right.
It's one of the few movies that I had not seen a single minute of.
Yeah.
I had used parts of almost everything except for Doctor Strange, and I loved that movie. So I'm very excited to see that develop more too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly, I've been waiting for the second Doctor Strange since the credits were rolling on the first one. I wanted more of that movie. So it's kind of been, it's rough, been how many years now, and we're just
I don't
now,
even
and we
know.
still got another year and a half before it comes out.
If you ask me, I'll just say
year. I
that
think
was
it comes out
last
in
year,
March.
wasn't it?
Yeah. Johnny, what do you think? Predictions or what do you think?
And I am thinking, well, with all the other things coming up, I mean, hopefully we'll get another Avengers, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, and maybe a new look at not the Arrow. Oh my God. You're gonna see Hawkeye's daughter and Tony's
Hawkeye's
daughter.
Mm-hmm. The Young Avengers.
And the Young Avengers. Yeah, and then we'll probably get a glimpse of also Ant-Man's daughter.
Mm-hmm. All the daughters, all the kids.
Did
yeah.
you say Anakin?
Ant-Man's daughter.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ant-Man's daughter.
I'm waiting for that Star Wars crossover.
Yeah, and then I'm getting trained. You know what I mean? And yeah, so we might see this next phase. I'm introducing the next generation. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Yeah, I mean they got to keep it going. Honey,
yeah.
What do you think?
Yell at me.
Where do you think
You're
it's going?
So
Predictions.
Rude.
Yeah, I'm rude. Mean.
I don't know where it's going. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I am right now. I
think Leslie has something to say. She's holding back.
Leslie.
Because the Young Avengers thing, do we think maybe somewhere in there is what fits in the kid from Iron Man in the garage who's at Tony's funeral? That why is he doing?
That was in the funeral. Yeah.
Yeah. Why was he at the funeral? He's got to be coming back. There's got to be something for that kid.
Yeah. But now he's 10 years older. How are they gonna?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while.
I don't know. Maybe he's training him. I don't know. I'm shocked that nobody brought up the Hulk. The Hulk has not been brought up one time tonight as far as favorite character, powers. I mean, come on, the Hulk, really?
I could take him or leave him.
If you want, I can go wake up my 2.5-year-old and she will go on and on about Hulk and Thor for an hour and make some fruit.
I love the Hulk. Okay, so I'm gonna give my one prediction. I think I'm on board with what y'all have said. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that we've got tons of spinoffs. I love what Kelly's Crazy Disney Addiction said earlier about a matchup between Sharon and Walker. I think that would be kind of fun as a anti-hero movie. She says villain, but I think it would be more like an anti-hero. I don't think
not a bad.
I don't know. I don't know where she's going to go, but it'll be very interesting to see. But I think the thing that we've really missed here is Madripoor, because that is the connection to X-Men.
Yeah.
I think that's the connection. I think WandaVision teased us with Pietro, right? They threw it out there to test the waters. They're like, oh, here it is. This is the connection to X-Men. And then they ripped the carpet from under our feet. They said, no, just kidding.
Every time you say Pietro, I want to go have pizza.
I do. only Johnnie Ballard knows about some Pietros, probably.
Pietro's pizza.
But so they teased us in WandaVision, but then Madripoor. That's going to be the connection. And that's where Sharon's at. And she doesn't have any super soldiers unless Carly lived. Because
what if she was talking to Loki?
So, that would be interesting.
Ooh.
So
He probably wouldn't need any of those weapons.
So she doesn't have super soldiers unless Carly's alive. Because
Why?
Because it was actually it was Zemo, and we didn't really even talk about Zemo tonight. Shoot, we could go on for another hour. But Zemo, Zemo doesn't have a huge part in the finale, which I was really disappointed about, right? But his entire goal since Civil War was to get rid of the super soldiers, and it's his butler that pushes the button.
Right.
So. At first when I watched it, I didn't realize it. I was like, "Who's the old guy in the car?" Right? And I thought, "Oh, this is just a cover up. Sharon set this up in order to get the super soldiers." Then when I realized who it was, I was like, "Oh no, he doesn't want them out. He doesn't want those guys on the earth. He doesn't want them alive. So they're dead." Carly, on the other hand, I'm going to leave that one up there. But if we're going back to Madripoor, there's all sorts of speculations and ways to connect with Wolverine, Magneto. I mean, come on.
Ooh, Jennifer.
Garner. Yeah.
No, Jennifer
not
Garner.
The
Why
other one.
can't I ever remember her last name? Mertz.
Jennifer who?
Jennifer.
From X-Men.
In the blue.
Mystique.
Oh, Jennifer Grey?
Oh,
Jennifer Grey.
What's her-
Grey.
Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Oh my god.
Jennifer
Oh,
Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence.
I can never remember her
Jennifer
last
Lawrence.
name.
Isn't that your waitress?
What's that?
Isn't your waitress the one who plays Jennifer?
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence is the waitress at the
Yes,
restaurant.
at the Magic
Yeah.
Time Machine. Mhm.
Yeah. So that's where I'm leaving it. I think that I think X-Men's coming. I think that it's been a while since we've had a good one. I think that it's time to bring it back. So, you're ready to wrap it up?
Yeah.
All right. Anybody have anything else that they wanted to say that they just felt like, you didn't let me say anything?
Now, did anybody bring up the fact that we found out where Captain America was? Like Steve Rogers was?
Oh no, that's
I
a
didn't
great
find
question.
out where he was.
Because I totally missed that. Where is he?
Yeah.
Well, according to the guy that Sam walked past, he's on the move. But there was another time in the show where somebody mentioned something about Steve being on the move.
I heard that a few
I
times
did hear the moon
throughout
thing.
the episode, but
Right.
I didn't think.
I just thought that was like an Umbrella Academy.
right.
reference.
Then I was like, wait, that's not the same world. I don't know.
Yeah,
All these different worlds. I can't keep them straight. That's another show I'm behind on.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody here is
What's
either
this?
dumbfounded or tired. And just drawing
Okay.
doodles. All right. Well, if y'all hang out, I'm gonna close us out, and then we can,
Close
say
it up.
goodbye after that. Thank you for everybody that's been in the chat. We've seen a lot of great things and helped to guide us along this evening. Hopefully you enjoyed those opening questions. I did come up with those all by myself, by the way.
Good job.
I did
Actually,
not-
I really enjoyed those questions.
I did not. She thinks that I found them or had somebody. I
No,
actually came up with those. I did search for questions, mind you. I mean, I looked, but I just nothing was. I was like, I know.
When you put your mind to it.
So, yeah. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna take you all off here. Thank you so much. Well, yeah. Oh, you last closing. Sorry, I'm gonna close and I'm gonna close. Tell me, Leslie, anything coming up on your channel you want to tell people about?
I have the Jim Shore coming up on Saturday with a couple Jim Shores, and then I think the week after that is our swap. Right now, we're in the same swap on.
Yes, and I'm super nervous because my box isn't here, and we're not going to be here right up until Mother's Day. So I might be filming in the middle of the night right before we need to drop. So I'm super excited though. Like I think it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be great. There's a lot of us in it, and it's going to be super fun.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren, what do you got coming up?
Just a lot of unboxings and hauls that I normally do, but you know, I'll be coming up with my haul from the Touch of Disney trip.
Okay.
So look forward to that.
Awesome. And coming up in June, you're going to be back in the park and going to give us some good footage, because for some of us that don't live in California.
I know.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Yep.
Mertz, what do you got going on? Well, I mean, just give me one thing.
One or two.
Or two. You can go 2, 3, but you know, we're running out of time. I got to work in the morning.
Totally got it. I'll just say that in June I have the most insane thing on my channel that I will ever do in YouTube history.
Wow.
That's all.
Okay.
Wow.
Hey, congratulations, by the way, on the 1,000 subscriers. So
thank you.
So excited for you.
What do you do? Like
Johnnie Ballard, what's coming up on Instagram? Because you haven't come up with your channel yet.
Yeah, I have not. I plan on well, collecting and stuff has been and antiquing has been my passion this last couple of years. So I am going to Tacoma this weekend, and I am planning on going to visit a couple of collector stores,
Nice.
and vintage toy stores, and a couple of antique shops that specialize in. From what I hear, they have some really cool Disney park stuff up there.
You're gonna have to
go up and,
Oh, that's cool.
you're gonna have to text me some pictures and let me in on some of that.
I will. Yeah, and I have to get with you actually just how to set up my YouTube page, because I've been trying to figure out what direction I was going to go to do that. So,
all right, come up on the hill this weekend and we'll chat.
All right, awesome.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you all again. I'm gonna close this out, and we're gonna get going. So, let's do that. Again, just thank you to all the experts that came on. Great cast of experts and comic book knowledge. All of that. I'm running out of words, so we're just gonna shut her down.
And thank you. Odds tonight.
Oh yes,
Disney
thank you.
Dynamics, Chris and Courtney. You two did a commendable job.
Amazing.
In the chat.
Yep.
And for not knowing that I was going to throw you in there. Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah, appreciate you. Yep. So, all right. Well, let me click this button so I'm ready to go. All right. Appreciate you being here on Disney Connections, where we're going to talk about all things Disney.
Bye.